to all our speakers so that they would be able to impart effectively their God-given knowledge to all of us. May you bless all of them and bless us, and let them bless us to continue to bring their expertise to people around us and all that we need. Lord, once again, we commit everyone into your hand. We commit this network also into your hand. Let this seminar go on smoothly. Let your presence be during this seminar. We ask this little prayer in your precious and holy name. Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, or Clean India Mission, was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, on the 2nd of October 2014. The Abhiyan was launched on the occasion of Mahatma Gandhi's 145th birth anniversary. It organizes several events to make India clean and green. Now, one such event is Swachhata Pakhwada, which started in April 2016 with the objective of bringing a fortnight of intense focus on the issues and practices of Swachhata. It encompasses several activities spanning over a period of 15 days. Now, one such activity is maintenance of personal hygiene. Now, children, what is hygiene? And do not confuse the word hygiene with health. So let me make these two terms very clear. Health is the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of infirmity or disease. Whereas hygiene refers to the science and practice of maintaining good health. That's the basic difference between the two. There's a very thin line of difference, separating the two words. Now, when we talk about hygiene, we can discuss it under different levels, like social hygiene, environmental hygiene, and personal hygiene. Today's focus is on personal hygiene. Now, when I'm talking about personal hygiene, what am I actually referring to? I'm referring to the grooming of body parts. But again, personal hygiene in today's webinar will be discussed in two phases. Personal hygiene in generalized form and personal hygiene with reference to or in the context of the present COVID-19 scenario. Now, the word hygiene has been derived from the word Hygeia, that is the goddess of health. That's a Greek word. Hygeia is a Greek word meaning goddess of health. So this word hygiene has been derived from that word. So when we talk about personal hygiene, we are actually referring to the regular care or the regular grooming of our body parts, especially the external body parts, like the hair, like the eyes, the nose, the teeth, the ears, okay, the hands. These are the body parts we are referring to. And we should be very careful in taking care of these body parts because they are very, very important and they are exposed to maximum, pathogens or the germs. So let's begin with hair. Now, children, hair is the body covering in a category of animals called mammals. So mammals' bodies are covered with hair. So hair in our bodies, they perform different kinds of function, like providing warmth, providing protection, and even the cosmetic part, that is, it renders beauty to the organism. So basically, let me talk about human beings. Now, the hair which is present inside the nasal cavity or inside the auditory canal, they are basically concerned with protection. What do? They help in trapping the germs and the foreign substances and prevent them from entering into the deeper parts of your body. Hair on the scalp, basically, it has got cosmetic function. That is, it beautifies a person. All right. So you should take extreme care of the hair which you have on your body. So how can you take care of your hair? You got to wash your hair regularly with shampoos. Not only washing, but rinsing the hair properly, then patting it dry. But do not scrub the hair or do not rub it too hard because it might damage the hair permanently. It might lead to split ends. But before washing your hair, you should massage your hair properly with oil. Brush your hair daily. Comb your hair daily. But remember, do not share your brushes or combs with others. This is a very important part because infection travels when you do so. So what are the common hair problems which you might suffer when you're going to share your combs or your brushes? The common hair problems which you might suffer are dandruff, head lice, splitting, and breaking. When you're going to comb your hair very hard or when you're going to rub it very hard, then you might have split ends and it might result in breakage of hair. And if you're going to share your combs, then it might result in dandruff and also head lice. Now coming to the next part of your body, that is skin. You know, skin is the largest organ of your body. It accounts for nearly 15% of the total body weight. Skin, it has got manifold functions as it is listed, on the slide. You can see that it has got manifold functions. But the most important function is protection. Now, protection from what? Protection from the invasion of germs, protection from mechanical damage, protection from desiccation or dehydration or drying up, and protection from the harmful UV rays of the sun. So that is the skin all about. It gives you basically protection from all of these. Besides that, it has got, numerous other functions. So don't you think that you should take maximum care to protect your skin? So what to do and how to take care of your skin? Got to bathe or shower regularly using soap. But you should not scrub your skin, you should not scrub your body violently. You need to scrub it, but scrub it gently, which will result in exfoliation. Exfoliation means removal of dead cells from your body. And especially when you are sweating, perspiring a lot, that is the time, okay? You need to take a bath. Use antiperspirants or deodorants. Antiperspirants or deodorants, what do? They decrease the rate of perspiration. They help in masking body odor, but they do not kill germs. Remember that. They are quite different from antiseptics. Antiseptics kill germs, but antiperspirants and deodorants, they simply mask bad odor of the body. Wear clean clothes and reduce your stress levels. That is very important because if you are stressed out, if you are too anxious, then that might irritate the skin and it might result in allergies. And maintain a healthy diet. You got to protect your skin from the harmful UV rays of the sun. That is very, very important. So while you venture out into the sun, you got to apply, this sunscreen lotion. Wear a hat and sunglasses if possible. Drink plenty of fluids. So that is all you can do to protect your skin. The minimum basics only I'm telling you. Now teeth, human teeth, they are 32 in number. They are 32 in number. We have got different types of teeth, which are adapted to perform different kinds of functions. Basically, what do? They help in chewing the food. So when you chew the food, that increases the surface area. And when the surface area of the food particles increases, you are able to digest the food substances better. And the body can absorb the nutrients better. That's the work. You can see that everything is linked. Teeth chewing is linked to increase in surface area. That is linked to digestion. Digestion is linked to absorption of food substances. So everything is linked. So not only it is helping you to chew the food substances, it is also helping you to speak clearly. It is giving shape and structure to your mouth. So what should you do to take care of your teeth? Dental hygiene is a must. So what should you do? Brush at least twice a day. Twice a day, if possible after every meal. But for you to practice that, it is quite difficult. But at least you can brush your teeth twice a day. Once in the morning and once before going to bed at night, which is a must. All right? Because if you do not brush at night, the food particles, they tend to stick between the teeth, and that attracts the bacteria. And bacteria will be causing infection. It is going to act on the bacteria. The bacteria is going to act on the food substances. It will produce acids, and that is going to result in several kinds of dental problems, like dental caries, cavities, plaque, tartar, periodontal problems, and so many other problems you are going to suffer from. So you got to maintain this dental hygiene, that is brushing your teeth at least twice a day. Besides that, you got to use a soft bristled brush and use a fluoride containing toothpaste. All right. And if at all we are coming to the food habits, you must include fruits and vegetables in your diet, because that helps in cleaning the mouth cavity. And you should include food containing calcium like milk in your diet, because calcium is required for the formation of proper teeth, for the proper growth of teeth, and for bones even, calcium is required. So limit intake of sugar. So in other words, I'm telling you to limit intake of chocolates or pastries for that matter, because you people are very fond of this kind of food stuff. You eat, but you limit the intake. All right. And make sure to see a dentist every 6 months so that the health of the teeth can be checked. Now, eyes. Eyes are the organs of sight. Organs of sight, that means sense of sight, let me tell you, it is the most specialized of all the senses. The 5 senses which we have, out of the 5 senses, the sense of sight is the most specialized. So you should adopt every possible way to protect your eyes. So what are the different ways by which you can take care of your eyes? First and foremost thing, let me tell you that in the present scenario, in this COVID-19 scenario, you people are having classes virtually. So you are exposed to laptops, mobile phones, desktops, and other gadgets. So your screen time has increased beyond the normal hours. So naturally, and those rays which are emanating from these devices, they are actually damaging from your eyes. So that is why the school has restricted your screen hours with maybe 2 periods. The thing is that you don't restrict yourself. You go beyond that because you engage yourself in games and other activities. So please, children, reduce your screen time. If possible, reduce your screen time and protect your eyes, because sense of sight is the most specialized of all the senses. Have adequate sleep, 6 to 7 hours of sound sleep, and rest your eyes. Even when you are sitting in front of your devices, in between you can take a break. Let's say 15 seconds or so, just for suppose half an hour you have exposed your eyes to the screen. For 15 seconds, just close your eyes and then again open and see and continue with your activity. That you can do. So that is resting your eyes while you are at work. And keeping a safe distance from the electronic screens. That is very, very important. Okay. Now, ears. Ears, they are the organs of hearing. So again, it's very important. Hearing is also a very important sense, one of the senses. So you should clean the skin behind the ears. That is very important. That is the most neglected part of our body. We try to clean every part of our body, but we neglect this part behind your ears. So take a damp cloth, a clean damp cloth and clean it, behind the ears. Do not, mark my words, do not use Q-tips. What are these Q-tips? Those cotton buds, the cotton swabs, okay? And do not insert them in your ears to clean the earwax. Why? The reason is that they tend to damage the eardrum. They push the earwax deeper into the ear canal, and that causes blockage. And blockage will ultimately result in loss of hearing, tinnitus, that is ringing of the ears, and other hearing problems. Okay, so actually this earwax automatically it gets removed while you are chewing food. It automatically gets removed. And let me tell you one thing over here. Earwax or cerumen that is good for your ears when present in moderate quantity. Reason is that what it does over there, it traps the germs and the other foreign substances and prevent them from entering into the deeper parts of your ear. So do not insert Q-tips or the cotton swabs or the cotton buds into the ears. Next, hands. The hands are the parts of the body which are exposed to maximum infection. Why? Because you tend to touch everything in your surrounding with your hands. So maximum exposure is of your hands. So you tend to accumulate maximum number of germs over here. And when your hands are unwashed and you touch your eyes, your nose, your mouth, so the germs, they gain entry into your body because these are the access points of the germs. The eyes, the nose, the mouth, these are the access points of germs. So they tend to enter. So therefore, you should always try to keep your hands clean. Use soap and water to clean your hands. Okay? But if soap and water is not available, you can use, hand sanitizers to keep them clean. So keep the hands clean as frequently as possible. Then rinse them and dry them well. Because if you are keeping your hands moist, again, fungus might grow over there. So do not keep your body parts wet or moist because microorganisms are attracted by this, factor. Nails. Nails below the nails, that is a very nice area suitable area for the germs to thrive. So you got to trim your nails from time to time because if you are not doing so, you are going to harbor thousands of germs beneath the nails. And then again, if you are going to eat with your hands unwashed, so the germs will gain entry into your body and that will result in infection. So trim your nails from time to time regularly. Make it a point that every week, every Sunday, I'm going to trim my nails. Okay? Trim it carefully. Now feet. There are a large number of sweat glands found in our feet. And sweat glands means they produce sweat. Sweat means it attracts bacteria. So when you are sweating profusely, so that means you need to clean your feet also from time to time. So wash your feet at least once a day with soap and water. Dry them carefully. After drying them, then you are at least sure I'm not going to attract the germs. And be very careful that you need to keep the skin between the toes dry. Do not keep it moist because I said this factor, that means presence of moisture, attracts the germs. Okay, presence of moisture means germs will be attracted and they are going to thrive over there and that will result in diseases. So therefore, you got to take care of your body because that's the only place you have to live. So this is generalized personal hygiene. Personal hygiene, that means maintenance of personal hygiene. That means taking care of your body parts in general. Your head, your eyes, your teeth, your hands, your feet. So this is generalized taking care, grooming of your body parts. Now let's come to the phase 2 of this discussion. that is in this present COVID-19 situation, what all precautionary measures, what all measures you got to adopt to keep yourself disease free. So you got to make me 11 promises. Okay, you got to make me 11 promises so that you are safe from different kinds of infection and especially from COVID-19. The first promise that I expect from you is greet without physical contact. If you are meeting a person, greet from a distance. Say hi, hello, how do you do? How are you? From a distance. Don't go too close to the person. Stay 6 feet apart if possible on your part. So greet without physical contact. Maintain physical distance. Social distancing norm, following this is very, very important. Follow the social distancing norms. Maintain a distance of 6 feet between persons. Okay, when you're talking to a person, you should be standing at a minimum distance of 6 feet away from that person. So maintain physical distance. All right, especially suppose now the lockdown has been lifted, the shutdown has been eased. So you people were confined for a long period at home. Now you want to venture out. You want to go with your parents to the market, to the shopping complexes, to the malls. Okay, naturally, that's quite human. But children, I would say that you got to be very, very, very careful. So you have to maintain physical distance. Suppose you have gone to the mall to buy certain thing. So maintain physical distance of 6 feet over there. Wear a mask at all times. Wear a mask. Okay, that's a very important part of this COVID-19 protocol. You got to wear a mask every time. Now, why is it necessary to wear a mask? Why do you think it is necessary to wear a mask? Because this COVID-19, this is a viral disease. It spreads through droplets. So if when you're going to cough, when you're going to sneeze, the droplets go into the air. And the other people, they tend to inhale that air containing the droplets. So the virus gains entry into the body. But if you are wearing a mask, neither the droplets will enter into your body, nor you are going to give the droplets to outside. So not only you are keeping yourself, protected, you are also protecting other people around you. That is why it becomes all the more important to wear a mask. When should you wear a mask? Is it compulsory? Is it mandatory to wear a mask at all times? Okay, here I would like to tell you that when you are at home with your family members who are disease-free, who do not have this infection, then fine, you can do without a mask. But suppose any member of your family is suffering from this disease and the person is home quarantined, then you got to wear a mask even when at home. And wearing a mask is mandatory moment you venture out of your house, when you are traveling or when you are in a public place, or you should wear a mask when you are suffering from any kind of viral disease like cold or maybe flu or cough. Then at that time you got to wear a mask. So under 3 key occasions you got to wear a mask. First, when you are traveling or when you are at a public place. Second, when you are in a room with crowded people. If the room is crowded, okay, too many people are there in the room, then you got to wear a mask. And the third occasion when you got to wear a mask is when you have any signs of cough or cold or flu. And remember that before wearing a mask, you got to wash your hands thoroughly. Wash your hands thoroughly, properly with soap and water, then you wear a mask. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth. Earlier, I said that eyes, nose, and mouth, these are the access points to the germs. If your hands are not free of germs and these contaminated surfaces, touch these parts of your body, then they gain entry. They have access to your body and they can freely and easily enter into your body. So avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth. Maintain respiratory hygiene. What's that? It's a big term. What is this respiratory hygiene? Respiratory hygiene are certain etiquettes which you need to follow in order to protect yourself from respiratory illnesses. Certain etiquettes, certain norms, certain behavior which you need to follow in order to protect not only yourselves but also other people from respiratory illnesses. All right. So first thing is covering the nose and the mouth when you cough or sneeze. Why is that very important? Because I told you COVID-19 is caused by droplet infection. So if you are if you are coughing or maybe you are sneezing with uncovered, body parts, then what's going to happen? If the nose and the mouth is not covered, then these droplets, they go into the air. And then these droplets remain in the air. When other healthy people, they inhale that air containing the droplets, these droplets containing viruses will be entering into the other person's body and causing the infection. So use a handkerchief or a tissue while coughing or sneezing. If suppose you don't have it at that point of time, suppose you are outside and you have forgotten to carry your handkerchief or a tissue, then what to do? Use your bent elbow as shown in the illustration. Use your bent elbow to cough or sneeze. And don't forget to wash your hands after that. Wash your hands thoroughly and frequently. I told you earlier, hands are exposed to maximum infection. So you must wash them frequently and thoroughly with soap and water. If soap and water is not available, then you go for sanitizers, hand sanitizers, alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Regularly clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces. What's the meaning of this? Let's say 3 months down the line, or maybe in the later part of the year when you're going to come back to school, and still that dread, that fear will be there in your minds. I might contract this infection. So you should be carrying with you sanitizing wipes or sanitizing sprays. So you can use a wipe, you can take out the wipe from the packet, use it to clean the table surface, the tabletop, to wipe your chair, and then it is completely disinfected, and then you can make yourself seated. So you got to regularly clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces. You can practice this even when at home. Even when you are at home, you can use the sanitizing wipes. Okay, you're working on table and chair most of the time because you are having your online classes, you're sitting over there. So daily, before you start your class, you can take a sanitizing wipe, wipe the table, wipe the chair, and then be seated. Do not spit in the open, because spit will be containing the droplets. So spit might contain viruses and other pathogens. So when you are spitting out in open places or in public places, not only you are putting your life at risk, you are also putting others' life at risk. So please be careful not to spit in the open. Avoid unnecessary travel. If not required, children, don't go out. Do not go to any public places. Do not go to any crowded places. Do not go for vacationing. I know that you are cooped up in the house for quite a long period, but again, with the third wave around the corner, with so much of the information in the air, we should refrain from taking any kind of, such kind of measures. That means we should not go for vacationing. So avoid unnecessary travel. If it is essential, if it's mandatory for you, you are compelled to travel, nothing, you have no other way, then what to do? Follow the norms. Wear the mask, wash your hands frequently, with soap and water. If not soap and water, use hand sanitizers and maintain social distancing norms. Do not discriminate against anyone. What's the meaning of this? Suppose in your neighborhood, you have a family which has contracted this infection. Are we going to discriminate them? Are we going to ostracize them completely? Are we going to? No, we must not ostracize them completely. We should, because being human, we must sympathize. We must have some compassion for them. If not physically, at least in some way or the other, we can try to help them out if they need our help. So that is showing compassion and sympathy to people around you who are suffering from this deadly disease. Discourage crowd, encourage safety. I have told this already a number of times. Avoid crowded places, okay, and encourage personal safety and also the safety of the other people. That doesn't mean that you remain disconnected from people. I am asking you to discourage crowd. I am asking you to stay connected with people. All right. Discourage crowd. Do not go to crowded places, but stay connected with everyone. Stay connected with everyone virtually. All right. So with this note that you must stay connected with your friends, with your extended family members, with your teachers virtually in order to stay safer, healthier, happier, and stronger, I end this talk. Now that we have come to the concluding segment of the webinar, I request Mrs. Yasmin Ali to have an interactive session with the students in the form of a quiz. Over to you, Yasmin ma'am.
Hello students. Hope you all have enjoyed the webinar so far and you got to know lot of things about the Swachhta Pakhwada, the personal hygiene and the appropriate behavior during the COVID-19. Now let's get into some fun quiz. So I hope all are ready. I would like to just tell you how you're going to answer. You are supposed to raise the hand. Nobody is going to answer in a chorus. Raise your hands and I'm going to ask you I'll allow you to answer the questions. So the first question goes like this. How long should you wash your hands? You have to wash your hands when you are supposed to, like when you have just come from outside and all. So, okay, I ask Rudra Narayan. Rudra Narayan.
For 20 seconds.
Very good. It's for 20 seconds. Okay. Then we go for the next one. How many times should you brush your teeth daily? Shreyas Nayak.
Yes, ma'am, at least 2 times.
At least two times a day. Okay. Can you just name 3 insects which are usually considered the worst public enemies and they cause a lot of disease due to unhygienic conditions? Please mute yourself. Yes, Shivam Das. Shivam Das.
Deepshika Nandi.
Shivam Das. Okay, the next question goes, it passes to Shubham Sundara. Can you answer, Shubham?
Mosquito.
Okay, very good. 2 more. 2 more.
Housefly and cockroach.
Very, very good. Houseflies, mosquitoes, and cockroaches, they really are the worst public enemies. Okay, fine. The next question. What is the percentage of alcohol an effective hand sanitizer contains to kill coronavirus and other germs? Guru Bhakti?
The hand sanitizer must contain at least 75% of alcohol in it.
Very good. Okay. Once you are fully vaccinated, children, you may not be required to wear a mask in public places. Is it true or false? Hitesh?
False. False. Ma'am, false.
False. Yes, you are supposed to put on your masks even after you are vaccinated twice. Fine. Okay, the next question goes this way. Staying apart from other people when you have been exposed to the coronavirus is called what? What is it called?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Ayushman? Okay, I repeat. Staying apart from other people when you have been exposed to the coronavirus.
Ma'am, quarantine. Ma'am,
Very
quarantine.
good. It's quarantine.
Ma'am,
Okay.
quarantine.
Fine, it's quarantine. Next question. I'm going to ask you, do not answer in chorus this way. In India, when did the second phase of COVID-19 vaccination start? The question goes to Adrika. Adrika Parida. When did the second phase of COVID-19 vaccination start? Adrika?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, child,
Ma'am,
answer me.
Ma'am, shall I say the year or the month?
You tell me what you, both you say. You tell me the month, you tell me the year.
Ma'am, the year in which the second phase started is 2020.
The second phase of vaccination started. Vaccination. It's March 2021. Okay, we go ahead. Where was the first case of novel coronavirus identified? This everyone must be knowing. Ranveer Sahu. Ranveer Sahu.
Karnataka.
Huh?
Ma'am,
Ranveer
Karnataka.
Sahu. Wuhan, China. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, country.
The next question. How is the earwax removed? You just heard it in the webinar. How is the earwax removed? Let me ask. Let me see who hasn't answered yet. Mohit Mishra.
Ma'am, by chewing food.
Yes, either by chewing food or by chewing gum. Okay? Fine. The next question goes like this. What are the precautions needed to be taken to protect from coronavirus? At least 5 precautions you speak about. What are the precautions taken or needed
Ma'am,
to protect from coronavirus? Please wait. I'm Vidhan.
Always wear mask.
Yes.
Maintain social distancing. Always
6 feet. Yes.
the hands regular. Do not mouth,
Yeah.
nose, and eyes.
Okay, fine.
And cover your mouth or nose while sneezing.
Fine. Very good. So, children, what does the 19 in COVID-19 refer to? What does the 19 in COVID-19 refer to? Pratik?
Ma'am, it refers to 2019 year.
It refers to 2019 year. Like, tell me a little bit more about something more about it. Actually, the coronavirus and that disease, it was actually identified in the year 2019. Fine. Fine. The last question now. We have to wind up soon. So, why is hygiene so important? Why do you think hygiene is so important?
Hygiene is important.
Wait. Just raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. I can see only 3 hands up. Okay, Adrika, would you like to try?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, hygiene is important because it keeps us away from germs.
Very good.
And
And
ma'am,
even infectious diseases.
yes, ma'am. And ma'am, during this COVID pandemic, it is really important. And if we do not maintain hygiene, we might get this dangerous disease.
Yes, very true. Okay. So I hope children you all have enjoyed. Thank you so much for the active participation. So hope this webinar was beneficial for all of you, and I believe that you all are going to follow the COVID-19 protocol and the norm and come back to school in the later part of the year safe and healthy. So thank you one and all. We wind up with the webinar today. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.